for you. $100, $300, and $500. Instacash is all about instant wins. Tickets are printed right at the lottery terminal. There's no waiting on draws. All games are easy to play and easy to win. There's absolutely no limit to how many games you can play at once. So, play Instacash for your chance to win cash on the spot. Remember, a ticket today could make you rich today.
Extra ginger ale, oh yeah. Cool it down, cool it right. Feel the zing. Take the flight. Less sugar, more spice. A sip so crisp, so nice. Pure refreshment in your hand. Extra vibes across the land. Extra ginger ale, oh yeah. Take the taste extra far. The flavor hits just right. Extra ginger ale would taste so nice. Yeah. Hey. Zesty bubbles, golden glow. Feel the rhythm, let it flow. Sip it slow or take it fast. Extra ginger ale's a blast. Extra ginger ale, oh yeah. Take the taste extra far. The flavor it's just right.
Less sugar, more ginger. Extra ginger ale.
This is Gomoseley Radio, the sound of now.
Yeah, man. Yo.
This is Gomoseley Radio.
Visit GoMoseleyRadio.com and keep it on.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. To all the persons in the gym, going to the gym, coming from the gym, about to leave the gym, a special good afternoon to everyone that is about to take on that mantle of a healthy lifestyle living. We have a special guest in the house. We have one of the fastest man running about in GT right now. This is a big guest we have for you guys. For all those persons who want to go to the gym and send next year, best get up now. A special good afternoon, a special guest, Mr. Rinsey Chance. Good afternoon to you, sir. Introduce yourself to the people. Let the people know.
Good afternoon, everybody. A pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. I guess a national track athlete, and
one of the best, if not the best.
one of the best. You know, the competition has definitely stepped up recently, and as I continue to grow in the sport, I think I have some great youngsters coming up, and I appreciate good competition. So
Amen.
One of the best, but listen, hey, when we're on the line, may the best man win.
Yes, people, special good afternoon again. Today we are gonna do something special. No, King Level Fitness always bringing something new and jive. What's happening in fitness, and Mr. Chance have a good initiative that is geared to train and to mold the new generation of athletes, and I'm so proud of Mr. Chance, because a lot of times we who might have the talent and will know what it will do to help to nurture the upcoming people behind us, and I see you have a great initiative to start to, because I honestly believe that we could take both record now. I don't like the way both to be beating the chest and what this nonsense we be doing. We could come up with our own style, bro. And I honestly, I'm so proud of you, Mr. Chance, and I'm so proud of the initiative that you're about to start to help to groom and to mold and to create a space where we can develop these young athletes. I'm going to give you the floor to you to tell the people, those people who might be interested in track and field, and the younger folks, what you're about to offer and how they can get on board and how they can sign up. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, sir. So what we have is an elite training stint, and the name shouldn't be intimidating to anybody, because you don't have to be elite to train with us, but the concept is we will show you how elite athletes train.
Okay.
So we target, the mental and the physical sides of training, as well as providing, some advice as well as nutritional encouragement. So we have, some snack boxes that we'll prepare for the athletes for things that they would need before the workout and after the workout. So we want them to create these same, or keep these same habits rather, when they go back to their clubs or schools or wherever they train.
Okay.
So what we're really trying to get persons to understand is that the sport of track and field is running.
Okay.
And any other sport involves some amount of running. Whether you play field hockey, you have to run and have some endurance.
Yes.
Whether you're playing basketball, short bursts of speed and some power as well to hop and jump and all these different things.
Yeah.
So we're teaching young athletes, regardless of sport, the basics of movement, how to maximize on those movement abilities, and then to get them prepared to go to the next level. Guyana will be hosting Carifta Games, or we're supposed to be hosting the Carifta Games next year, which would be the first time Guyana has ever done that.
Wow.
And, I think this would be a great opportunity for persons who have a desire to actually compete at the Carifta Games and represent Guyana, to get the knowledge and the experience that they would need from senior athletes for a junior competition. So persons who are desirous of, taking it to that next level, what we're encouraging them to do is to register. It's $5,000 for 2 weekends. So Saturday and Sunday on the 12th and the 13th.
Okay.
Then Saturday, Sunday again on the 19th and the 20th.
Okay.
And $5,000 covers all of that. The final day of the training stint on the 20th of September, there will be a competition simulation. Okay. So we want them to feel what an elite level competition would feel like. Getting your warm-up done within a specific time, getting to the call room area, getting to your event, the start line, and everything done on time. You feel that anxiety that you would typically get when you go to race. So we want to ensure that we provide these opportunities, again, for them to take back to where they typically train. We're not taking any athlete from their coach or from their school or clubs or anything like that. We just want to use our experiences to guide them. We have a lineup of athletes who all hold some national record.
Correct.
Cleveland Ford has the 5,000 meter national record. So, he's known as a little Kenyan. Yes. So we have Natricia Hooper, triple jump national record holder. We have Leslyn Beard, the javelin national record holder. Myself, the 300 and 400 meter indoor national record holder. And then we also have a lineup of other volunteers who would be assisting us. We even have a representative from the education sector, Miss Kenisha Headley. She is a learned coach. She has all the certifications and everything else like that. And she has real life experience with school students. So we're bringing a complete package to ensure that persons who register, they fit in somewhere, because we want to ensure that come Carifta Games in 2027 in Guyana, March of 2027, we have athletes representing Guyana across all disciplines in the sport of track and field.
I want to say that's kudos to you and to the team that's involved. That incentive should be supported at every level, because I myself am a powerlifting athlete, and when you said track and field transcends all different spectrums of sports, because even in powerlifting, you need your cardiovascular, and then you need those explosive sprints that can help to transition to that from the slow fast twitch to the slow twitch muscles.
Right.
But here's a point that I want to drive home, and I really must shout out to the Ministry of Culture and Sports for getting the Carifta Games to be hosted here in Guyana. What we want to shout out is how, as I would have alluded to earlier, we can transition athletes that are on a novice level or on an amateur level to be on the same spectrum that you are on, that can compete, because you made mention of several key points. The simulation of one of those games.
Yeah.
So they're trying to create an environment that you can actually be comfortable and become accustomed to or acclimatized to doing this fast sprint and being accustomed to the drills. That is something that needs to be encouraged. So, question. Is this being done only in Georgetown? Because we know we got talents in Linden, in Borbies, in Escobar, or this is just for people here?
So it's actually another initiative that us at A Record Chance Inc., we're focusing on developing all administrative regions.
Okay.
So it's open to all persons, but at the same time, we're doing it in Georgetown because it's a central location, and most times persons out of Georgetown would be able to get accommodation in Georgetown.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're not able to provide those opportunities just yet. But, in the near future, as we grow and as we develop, we would hope to provide accommodation for persons from all 10 administrative regions to come to Georgetown. And in future years as well, as the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, they are expanding the development of facilities.
Yes.
We would be able to take it to Linden at Bayrock, New Amsterdam, and then other community center grounds across the country. This is just the
Inception.
yeah. This is just the beginning. I mean, we've done several events since 2023. This is the first time I think we're doing an event where persons would have to pay, and we wanted them to have some sort of investment into it, so they would be more appreciative and they would value those sessions even more.
Okay, right.
We're approaching, like I said, a very serious time now for sports, and I want persons to also keep in mind that despite having the intentions of being a professional athlete, even if you don't get that, you're not considered a failure.
Correct.
Because I want persons to change their mindset when it comes to sport as well.
Correct.
Don't think, oh, because I try out for track or football or cricket, if I don't make it to West Indies or to represent Guyana or to play in the Premier League or anything like that, I'm a failure.
Correct.
Because at the same time, if somebody went to university and they pursued a degree in biology, if they don't become a biologist or a doctor or something like that, does that mean they were a failure?
No,
There are other fields.
And
That's what we need in Guyana at this moment. We need to develop everything around sports. More physiotherapists, more nutritionists,
sports psychologists.
Exactly. And even persons who desire to be engineers to help with the building out of new facilities right here in Guyana as Guyanese. So even though the target is, yes, performance for school sports and Carifta games and everything else like that, persons who don't get to that elite level in the sport itself, they can form a part of the auxiliary support team to actually push other athletes, those that maybe that 2 or 5% of athletes who actually have what it takes to be elite. Now we have the support homegrown because they now understand what it takes to be elite.
So I was saying something, and I want to just really just hit on. We really gotta support and to be the backbone for Mr. Chance on this initiative. I was saying to Mr. Chance earlier that I have seen athletes who have that natural, the genetic makeup to make, because I don't think both is going to hold on to that record for much longer. We have somebody within the confines of this to do this same thing.
Right.
We could capture that, but what we need is the structure.
Right.
The proper structure. So he's talking about developing a proper structure, the framework where we can actually mold athletes and have them transition from the semi-professional or from the novice to the professional. And that's something we really want to hit home on. And one of the things that I want also to ask you, those persons who are desirous, is it limited to an age range? Because you said people from all different sports. It's like a certain 15 to 20.
Yeah, so we're doing 2 age categories, 10 to 14 and then 15 to 20. Okay. The intention with that is to group athletes based on their physical genetic makeup as relates to puberty. So, we don't want to group the 13-year-olds with the older kids, and we feel the 15-year-olds, as they get into their older teenage years, they'd be able to learn a lot from the 19 and 20-year-old athletes. So we have 10 to 20 big age group, and then we would pretty much divide them based on their physical abilities.
Okay. So it's based on aptitude, or how well you are, how strong or fast you are. That's
right.
What you're doing. And they segmented based on like 100, 200.
So we have the disciplines where you have the sprints. I would be guiding the sprinters, the middle and the distance athlete, the long distance athletes. So that would be like your 800, 1500, 5,000, even the 10K runners. Those athletes would be guided by Cleveland Ford. Then we have the jumps, so high jump, long jump, triple jump. Miss Natricia Hooper would be guiding those athletes. And then we have the throws, the javelin, shot put, and discus by Mr. Beard, Leslie Beard. So like I said earlier, we have the coaching capacity to handle all of the disciplines in track and field.
Wow.
So you just choose one when you register, because the registration form is on our all of our social media pages, a Record Chance Inc. or a Record Chance Official on TikTok and Instagram. You see the registration link there, and you choose which category you have interest in. So if it's your first time even trying out the sport of track and field. You choose whichever one you have an interest in. If after the first session we realize you may be better suited to do something else other than what you would have registered for, we would advise you. The choice ultimately is left up to you.
Yes.
But we would give you the advice and say, you know, you're better suited to run middle distance instead of sprinting, or you're better suited to jump instead of something along those lines. So once you register, you show your interest, we'll observe you based on our expertise, and then we would advise you, and then you make the choice where you want to go.
Wow, excellent, excellent. That this is something that is really and what is the turnout been like? How have you been feeling the persons coming in and signing up and being a part of it?
Yeah, so far a lot of persons would have registered, and we actually had an error where initially we posted the date as this week. And the person showed up to police ground not knowing that we would have changed the date. So I want to encourage persons as well to follow us on social media so that you can see all of the updates there. And you know, we even if you're on WhatsApp, the WhatsApp number is 620-5541. You know, there are regular updates on the statuses and everything else like that. You can also message or call, and you get information that you may need. So persons have been showing up already. And we do plan to, because we would have extended the date, now shifting it to the 12th and the 13th for start, we do plan to cap it at 100 athletes. So providing that we get to 100 athletes by next week, that registration link would be gone, but we still have quite a few promotional events that we will be doing. Social media, we'll be sharing a lot of information on social media as well. We have some free registered spots that we have that we will be giving away to persons from different areas. Businesses would have already made those commitments. Shout out to Gomoseley Radio for doing that. And we have a few other businesses like Cater Pro and Stride 592 would have jumped on board. And you know, we have some other persons who would have paid for one or two persons to register. So what we would have done, we put all of those spots together, and we came up with a social media campaign that will be launching this week, so that we get more persons interested and keep the buzz alive on social media. So the information is out there and it's easily accessible.
So, like, I want to just commend those persons. Suppose like King Level Fitness, if we see someone that, from my community, I'm from the village of Ansgrove, and someone that approach you that may not able to pay for that 5,000, I would like to know if there's a young person there that has the capabilities and the competencies, they know they can run fast. You could reach out to King Level Fitness on 643-5449, and we can know one or two athletes or something like that, because we really want to nurture these talents. We really want to put Guyana on top of the map as it relates to fitness, and we really want to commend you on an initiative like such, because it really is. These are the thought process. These are the bold initiatives that's going to make a transformative, on this sector. But I want you to remind the people what numbers they can reach you on to get and to sign up to be a part of this.
Yeah, for sure. So you can reach out to us on WhatsApp 620-5541, or on Facebook, A Record Chance Inc., Instagram and TikTok, A Record Chance Official. Everything, the registration links are there. It's a Google form. It probably take you like 5 to 10 minutes to complete it, because we want to gather as much information as possible to be able to better guide the athletes. Payment is done via MMG. So you search for merchant A Record Chance, and you make that payment. You'll get a confirmation text or email or both saying that your registration has been completed, and then you will just await the first day. And we're honestly just excited to get this thing started, so that many persons could go into the school sports season and dominate their friends. Like when back in the day you run at school sports. I know Garden say he used to run back in the day, but
I don't know about that.
You say you used to run back in the day.
I want to shout out to St. John's College and all those big athletes we had. We want to shout out to Mrs. Speed and you know what his bike this kid, you know him, man. He was very fast. He used to move his hand a lot. He used to running a lot. Oh my God, I had a banner. He was and that was why he was from. There was this boy from North Georgetown who was very fast.
Right.
I think Quincy or something like this name.
Okay. Is Quincy Clark you talking about?
Not Quincy Clark.
Okay.
But they had a few titans
Right.
out sprint back in the days. Those guys should be in their 40s now.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Because you were a bit younger than us, so you didn't know.
Yeah. But no, many of these guys are still involved in the sport of track and field and other sports in general, like, offering their advice and guiding the next generation. So, like, for me, I'm just paying it forward before I actually call it quits on this chapter of my life.
Correct.
I want to ensure that I could coach up as many persons as possible, not just to be elite athletes, but to be elite professionals. Wherever they decide to go in life, I want to be able to use sport as a conduit to change their life. So whenever persons look back at, how far they would have progressed, they must say, thank God for sports.
Yes.
This would have helped me to achieve X, Y, and Z.
The discipline.
Yes.
The
So
discipline.
you got discipline and so many other qualities, like for me, waking up early is not something that I think I would have been doing if it wasn't for the sport of track and field, like staying committed to working out. I'm in the gym sometimes for 3.5 hours a day,
Yes.
During the off season. And then if we have track workouts, so all of these different aspects, I want persons to be able to learn them and to grow as individuals. So if at a Record Chance Inc., we could look back in, 2-3 years and say we would have helped 2,000 persons be better individuals, then I think we could sleep well in nights knowing that we did that.
All right, we're about to go for a break, and then we come back. We hear from Mr. Chance.
Always on with the sound of now.
This is Gomoseley Radio.
Taste the fruit of freshness.
We just discovered the new 200 milliliter Fruiter, and it's perfect for our little one.
Same fruity flavor we all love, now in a fun, perfect kid-sized box with vitamins and real goodness.
Look, Mommy, it fits right in my hand.
Perfect for your lunch gifts.
And for playtime and family outings too.
A small box with big fruity freshness.
The Fruiter you know and love, now in a fun 200 ml perfect size made just for kids.
Here's your chance to save and win big with One Fiber. Sign up now and get 20% off for 3 months, plus free installation. And the excitement doesn't stop there. Every eligible new customer is entered for a chance to win amazing prizes. Don't wait. Register online today at onefiber.co/internet. Fiber that fits your home. Live it with One.
You're late.
Remember I had to open that bank account?
Yeah, but I thought you were going to open a Republic Bank account online.
Wait, you mean I could open an account online?
Yes, using your phone, tablet, or computer. It's called Republic Onboard.
If you told me that this morning, I could have saved hours.
New and existing customers can open a Republic Bank account online and save time. Choose Republic Onboard today. Check republicguyana.com for more information.
So it's your fault I'm late.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Life's good when you shop at Quartz. Save big on select LG products. Save on AC units, stoves, TVs, and audio, and much more. Shop today with a payment plan you'll feel good about. Don't miss these LG special offers. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Promotion ends August 31st, 2026. Conditions apply.
Sounding good all day on Gomoseley Radio.
Gomoseley Radio, you're always on with the sound of now.
Hi, good afternoon again to anyone who's now joining us, coming from the gym, going to the gym, about to leave the gym, or conceptualizing, thinking about starting the gym. Again, we want to tell those people who haven't heard from, we have a special guest in the house, Mr. Chance, and he's bringing some light on the sprinting seminar. He has a sports seminar that is targeted for those athletes who enter the track and field. We went into detail and would have expressed to you guys what he has to offer, and we're going to head back over to him and as he about to bring a closure to what his program is all about.
Right. So if you missed the first part, we're just here to guide the next generation of athletes to the next level, whether you're at the grassroots level or you probably would have represented Guyana before. I think there are many tips that we can offer, myself and the other coaches included, that you can use to transcend your game to the next level. You know, there are many scholarship opportunities out there, but everything begins at home. So we want to guide the athletes as best as we possibly can through these 2 weekends, the 12th and the 13th of September and the 19th and the 20th at Police Ground Ivlery, starting at 8:30 a.m. That is the first group, ages 10 to 14, and then the second group begins at 10:30 a.m. That's your 15 to 20-year-old. So register. The link is on our social media pages at A Record Chance Inc. or A Record Chance Official. Or you can message us on WhatsApp, 620-5541. It's $5,000 for the registration for the entire program. And we'll be teaching you and coaching you on the physical and mental aspects of sport. So whether you are a track and field athlete or you're an athlete in another sport, Guyana has about 23 registered associations, but I think we play about 40 different sports.
Wow.
So you can come from any sporting background, because I'm pretty sure you'd need some amount of speed and or conditioning or power or strength. So you choose which area you're interested in on the registration form, and we would guide you to the best possible outcome that you can have.
Wow. So in conclusion, we want to really thank Mr. Chance for coming on board, bringing us this kind of initiative. These are the bold initiatives that's going to transcend sports in this country. And I think with these kind of with these new collaborations, we're going to be able to really fasten the development of the sports of these young people. And I really want to give kudos to you. As I would have stated, it is a young athlete that wants to be a part of Mr. Chance initiative and don't have the necessary finance. Reach out to King Level Fitness on 643, and we're willing to sponsor 1 or 2 athletes. We really want to invest in the young people and actually create an effect, a positive change as relates to their sports, their sporting endeavor and sporting journey. At this point in time, we just want to say thank you to everyone listening, all those persons in the gym, out the gym, about to go to the gym. Special laughing to everyone, to the Minister of Culture and Sports, Triple Z, gym on the East Coast. Those persons, it's a new gym. You guys go out there, there's a whole list of different activities going on there. And anything sporting endeavors that you guys have on board, we want to encourage all those persons, those athletes that's training. Best of luck to you, Mr. Chance, in the sporting seminar, and I will come out to see and spectate and see what it's like.
For sure. And we will be there tomorrow at the Ministry of Natural Resources, their Fitness Thursday. So we will have some flyers with us so persons can scan the QR code and ask questions in person. And shoot, they could probably even run a mile or 2 with us. So if they're coming out, that's a 5 p.m. start at the National Park, at the tarmac there, the National Park. And we will be there ready to share information and stay fit and healthy, because health is wealth.
Yes, I second that. All right, people, have a great afternoon, and best of luck from King Level Fitness out.